The Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway is a short heritage line in the English county of Cumbria, running for 3.2 miles, or 5.1 kilometres, from Lakeside to Haverthwaite, with a single intermediate stop at Newby Bridge. On the day of our visit, motive power was provided by 2996 Victor. He's an interesting-looking 060 saddle tank built by W.G. Bagnall in 1951, as one of the 3-strong New Standard 18 class. These engines were built specifically for the Port Talbot Steelworks in South Wales, where they ran from 1951 to 1973, and 2 of them have been preserved. Incidentally, I recognise the New Standard 18 from a video made by the Unlucky Tug, in which he brings them up as a possible alternative basis for Hurricane from the Thomas film Journey Beyond Sodor. Hurricane's actual basis is the Great Eastern Railway A55, a strange one-off 010 tank engine built in 1902. Our journey began at Lakeside, a station located at the southern end of Lake Windermere. From here, you can also catch a boat for a journey up to Bowness or Ambleside, but we only had enough time for the train ride. For reference, an adult's return ticket on the railway costs £12. Initially, I was disappointed to see 2996 Victor because I wanted to see one of the LMS Fairburn 4MT tanks in action, but I've since realised that Victor is still an interesting locomotive in his own right. Like so many other UK heritage lines, the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway uses British Railways Mark I stock to carry their passengers. Personally, I think the Mark Is are decent coaches, but they can feel very cramped when they're busy. Luckily, the train was relatively quiet on this occasion. One thing I noticed about this line was the lack of any significant inclines, so the locomotive never really got a good workout, as it were. If you ask me, I think tank engines of a similar size to the New Standard 18, or smaller, are ideal for this sort of line. After the short, yet pleasant, journey down from Lakeside, we arrived at Haverthwaite. While the passengers disembarked and had a look around the station, Victor was uncoupled from the train, and he stopped to take on water before running around for the next run to Lakeside. Despite the short layover at Haverthwaite, there was just enough time to have a look through the engine shed. And inside the shed, you could find the two surviving Fairburn 4MT tank engines, although 42085 was still in a partially dismantled state. The same cannot be said for 42073, and even though this thing wasn't in steam, seeing her in the back of the shed was still better than not seeing her at all. Another interesting find was this Class 11 diesel shunter painted in the Longmoor Military Railway livery. Although she's in the guise of AD 878 Basra, the LNHR's website still lists her as AD 601, or LMS number 7120, which is very confusing if you ask me. In any case, I've seen something in Australia, of all places, that's very similar to the Class 11. This is F211, an example of the Victorian Railway's F-Class. Back outside, one could find 46441, an example of the LMS IVIT 2MT Class 260, otherwise known as just IVIT Moguls. I wasn't sure what to make of this locomotive being painted in British Railways maroon, since I'm pretty sure none of the IVIT Moguls ever wore this livery in service. For comparison, here's one of 46441's surviving classmates in the more common BR-lined black. This one was found in the engine house at Highley on the Severn Valley Railway. In conclusion, I was happy with the overall experience on the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway. The pleasant scenery makes up for the line's short length, and although I generally prefer mainline locomotives over their industrial counterparts, it was interesting seeing 2996 Victor in operation. If you ever get a chance to visit the Lakeside and Haverthwaite Railway for yourself, go for it. I'll leave a link to the railway's website in the description, and to finish the video, I'll leave you with footage of 2996 Victor running around his train at Lakeside Station.